What do you make of this defamation trial involving Johnny Depp and Amber Heard? I bet you're watching like everyone else. The entire world seems to be following this. They have millions of views on YouTube. They have tens of thousands of comments, some of them quite heated. But what is this about? Let's explore it from a human and psychological perspective. Hello, I am Nicoleta Porojanu, a psychologist, therapist, and educator, guiding happiness seekers in healing their transgenerational trauma. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, two people that have been together for a few years in the sacred union of matrimony. They are now sharing their life drama in public. Not only in the court for the judges and jury to see, but on the TV as well for billions to watch. So is this for real or it's only an act? And if it's only an act, who are they acting for? Who's behind the scenes orchestrating everything? Because some speculated, if we look at this particular timing, somehow post-COVID, pre-monkeypox pandemic or epidemic, right before the summer holiday, it's quite a good time to create a little bit of distraction, isn't it? But still, why are these two people in a trial? We've seen psychologists taking sides, testifying for one party or the other, and it's so tempting to really take sides. It is. And you might change the way you're looking at the case. But in this particular case, I think after we've heard their recordings, it would be very difficult for someone to take sides and remain objective. And myself, well, when I work with relationships, I work with a couple. I work for both of them. I work for the best of their families, for the best of all those involved. So today, I will not take sides. I will just make some observations about all of those involved. And at the end, I will predict who's going to win this trial. First, why are we judging this conflict in a court? I mean, the court should be the last resort, right? What have they tried before? Has there been a meaningful dialogue? Has there been some proper communication? Have they tried mediation? Have they tried couple therapy for real? And what are they trying to achieve with this? If we ignore everything we know about these two people, although we can assume that we don't really know much about them because people in the public eye, they have a lot of fabricated PR. So let's ignore everything we know. Let's say we know nothing about their life script, about their personal history. We know nothing about their professional endeavors or achievements or whatever. And we look at them as being two simple people, two human beings like me and you, two people that have loved each other, two people that have held hands, people that have kissed, have made love, have united fully. Why make this show now? Why take something so private under such public scrutiny? What happened to the love they shared? The love that they should have celebrated, even if it stopped at some point. Maybe it ended. Okay, that does not erase the past. And even if for a reason or another, these two people are caught into this flame and they lose contact with the reality, what about the others in their circles? Their PRs, their agents, their families, their friends, their priests, if they seek counsel, their therapists. I might sound a little bit biased, but I truly believe that good therapy helps. Good therapy that looks beyond the medical model, beyond evaluations, beyond diagnosis, beyond reports and treatment plans that sometimes don't get implemented or don't bring results. You know, good therapy that looks not for personality disorders, for codependency, for addiction, or for other labels, but for that person's well-being, for the well-being of their family, for the well-being of the community, for the well-being of the entire humanity. Good therapy that helps with self-discovery, that helps with self-awareness, that helps to find meaning and purpose in everything, even in this life hardship that they go through. Why don't we look at the use of drugs and alcohol? Why don't we understand that maybe there is pain underlying this substance abuse Maybe these people carry with them some suffering throughout life. Where is the support of the close ones? Do you remember Michael Jackson? Do you remember Prince? Do you remember Robin Williams? These people have had everything. They had success, they had money, they had fame, they had, everything. And they died alone. Who fought for them? Who gave them a hand when they needed it? And what are we doing right now? We are watching two other people in the public eye that share, in a way, the mutual abuse that's been going on between them for a good number of years whilst they were taking drugs and drinking. And we very, very well know that these two behaviors go together. You have substance use, you have domestic abuse. And then there are millions of people watching, people that are struggling, people that struggle with this type of addiction, with codependency, with domestic abuse. What do they see? And what is the legislation doing in most countries? Why does this allow for judges to judge these cases of domestic abuse? Why are the states and their justice systems not really looking at the cause of this domestic abuse, at the transgenerational trauma and the hurt that we pass from one generation to the other? Why is the justice system not looking at the dysfunction in the modern family system, at the real root of the toxicity and poison that is wrapping our lives? I feel that this big defamation trial demanding for $150 million combined is the trial of the egos, is the trial of a large group of people that are all trapped in this tunnel mind, in this program mind that has been conditioned by this world that shaped us all. A world that claims, I know best, I am right and you are wrong, or the other way around. Where is the humanness? Where is the love? Where is the care? Where is the compassion? Where is the kindness that each human being holds inside of them? They seem to be covered by hatred. They seem to be covered by anger, by frustration, by this desire to win and to prove something to the world. It feels like it's an extension of their dramatic lives from the movies, which is such a fine line for the human psyche of these two actors. So what is real and what is an act? Will we ever know this? I doubt we will ever know the whole truth. But for now, we have these two people that had something together, that have destroyed their life story, that were not able to understand the nature of their dynamic, that were not able to unpack their past, their patterns of thinking and behavior, and use this domestic abuse as an opportunity to look inside, to understand themselves, to heal and to grow into more mature, more adjusted individuals, more present human beings, to awaken to the reality of their mortal lives and cherish every second that comes and live it fully, in peace, in harmony, in joy, in a service for the others. Who is giving counsel to Johnny Depp and Amber Heard? Who is advising these two people to fight in the court instead of guiding them in their self-discovery, through their inner darkness, to understand why their interaction was such toxic, to help them heal their wounds, to help them grow into the people that they would most want to become. But perhaps they are not ready for this. Perhaps none of them is able to understand what they are doing to themselves, what they are doing to their families. None of them seems to be able to understand what they are doing to their children, how they are now passing trauma to the other generation. They are passing trauma on to their children. None of them seem to be able to understand what legacy they leave behind. None of them is awakened, and none of them surrounding them is awakened. None of them is able to tap into a frequency of joy, of peace, of compassion. Compassion for themselves, for the other, for all of the others, for the human condition. They all seem to be trapped in this whatever it is. and they take this fight so seriously, all on taxpayers' money, on your money. Why is the justice system even allowing these cases in court right before they get sorted on a personal level? Wouldn't it be nice for the claimant and the defendant to go for 1 year in therapy, to know themselves, to heal, to grow, to exit this cycle of addiction and codependency? Just send them for mandatory self-work, inner work, and then come back with some proven results, come back with some transformation, with some change. And let's see if after they heal, they are still willing to bring their lives in public. Why are we all falling for this show right now? Because I see millions taking sides, making comments, offensive comments towards their teams. That psychologist, the other psychologist, this lawyer, the other lawyer. They are ignoring the real proof presented by these two actors themselves. Their toxic interaction, which is entirely their making. And no one seems to wonder, why have these two people recorded each other over the years? Was this in the planning for a long time? I mean, do you go around the house recording your partner all the time, waiting for an opportunity? Think about it. I feel that the solution in the case of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard is not the court. The solution for them was needed for all of those people that are struggling in relationships, that are struggling with addiction, with compulsions, with codependency and their associated behaviors. The solution is conscious awareness. Awakening is what they need, not public defamation trials. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard both acted from a place of little consciousness, and they continue to do so. And all those around them seem to be joining this game. But the result in this court is not going to change them. It will keep them trapped into their egos. They have wasted already decades of their lives in such pain and suffering, and they left significant marks on their reputation, on their children's mental health. That's a tragedy. I wonder, how are their children, how are their children coping these days? This is what we should be concerned of, not who wins the trial. And now let me tell you my prediction. Is it Johnny Depp winning? His beloved Captain Jack Sparrow's character winning this? No, he's not. Is it Amber Heard sharing her story of abused, codependent wife winning? No. No one wins this. No one wins this trial. No one. Even if the jury favors one or another, that is not a real winner. They are both, without doubt, in my humble view, losing this trial. What a wasted opportunity to leave something majestic behind. When you have the fame, the money, the connections, a large audience, what a wasted opportunity for their children. How are they going to live for the rest of their lives with these memories? They have been traumatized already, probably living with around the couple. And then now they get re-traumatized, having to watch and see their parents in this defamation trial. We've all heard that the real defamation happened when Johnny Depp and Amber Heard were fighting with each other when they lived together. And now they tell, their story to the entire world. And that's a pity. Is Johnny Depp and Amber Heard aware of the impact of this trial on their own children? Do they care at all? Do we care at all? Us that are fueling this conflict with the interest that we invest in it. What would you do if you were Johnny Depp or Amber Heard? Me? I would go in recovery straight away, today, right now, for a year. And I would reconsider this case a year later. Later, after I have listened to the tapes again, with a clear mind, with an open heart, maybe with some distance from the conflict. But what would you do? I'd love to hear your comments. Leave them in the chat box below. and share this with others. Let's start a different kind of conversation. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all of you that are subscribing and supporting this channel. Show your love, carry on doing it, and never forget, stay present.